What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So I tell you, man, it's like sometimes, man, it's like they're just never. You can't satisfy some of these WNBA players. It's just something they're always going to complain about. They're going to always complain about something. But this feminazi culture is that continues to dominate basketball at this point, and it's starting to infiltrate other sports. It's becoming annoying. So last night was this much ballyhooed event involving Steph Curry of the NBA, and I believe her name is Sabrina Ionescu. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Ionescu of the New York Liberty. Now, Steph Curry did outlast her, I think in that last round, 29-26. So, Sabrina had a lot of supporters out there. This is the most attention that a WNBA player has gotten in maybe ever, because it was during the All-Star competition with a national audience of millions, a worldwide audience of perhaps over, I don't know, tens of millions, maybe, I don't know. And then you look at social media, it's hundreds of millions. Here comes Sue Bird, former WNBA player, retired a couple of years ago. Four-time WNBA champion, I believe. And she was complaining about the fact that there should have been a woman on the TNT crew. She said that there should have been, let me see if I can find the exact quote from Sue Bird. So this is from MSN.com for the win. Sue Bird said that Sabrina Ionescu and Steph Curry's three-point contest should have had a woman in the announcing crew. Steph Curry and Sabrina Ionescu's iconic three-point contest should have been a fantastic celebration of basketball. Two of the best shooters in the world in two different leagues meet up for a fun shootout from deep in Indianapolis. What more could you ask for? A thoughtful woman's announcer next to Reggie Miller and Kevin Harlan might have been a great start. That according to Sue Bird. Instead of gushing about the contrasting styles and dynamic energy Curry and Ionescu bring to the court, I'll talk about that in another video about what Kenny Smith said. Surely not a coincidence, Bird appreciated the final results of Curry and Ionescu's duel, but lamented that there wasn't a woman's voice offering a nuanced perspective. So I guess this is what she said on her Twitter. Sue Bird said that we needed a woman on the headsets too. So much nuance and storytelling missed. Now look, I mean, yeah, you could argue they could have used Candace Parker. Maybe she wasn't available. My thing is this. Whenever there's a WNBA event, right, do you ever see men lamenting that there should be more men in women's sports? Or, I mean, I just don't get it. Like, what this isn't a WNBA event, right? It's a NBA event. So okay, let's see. So the next time there's a WNBA event, should we lament that there should be more male representation? Or I'm just I'm not understanding the constant like critiques. I don't know, man. I just it just seems like there's always something to complain about. It's always something to complain about. Then if there was a woman on the announcement booth, then they'll be like, well, why weren't there more female officials? Uh, I don't know. It's just always something that they got to complain about. Yeah, they could have used a Candace Parker, I guess. So what does that mean? That they're chauvinists? It's just becoming annoying. Damn, like you got your own league enough as it is. Now you want to take over the NBA. Jesus. Then again, a friend of mine just said, and I've talked to him about this, he said, it's possible too that Sue Bird could be angling for a position. She's retired. Maybe she's angling for an analyst job. So that's possible. So I don't know, man. But at the end of the day, it's just, I don't know, man. Just, whenever I think of the WNBA now, when I used to think of WNBA, I used to think about great women's basketball. Now when I hear hear about WNBA, I think about a bunch of whining, LGBTQ, affiliated left-wing welfare recipients. And when I say welfare, I mean living off of basically the tit of the NBA. Because a lot of the monies that they do make, they don't really earn. And the only reason why the WNBA still exists is because of the generosity of the NBA. And like I said before, I remember when the pandemic occurred, a player like Kyrie Irving set aside millions of dollars to help and assist WNBA players. And many of them thanked Kyrie Irving by criticizing him. The same women that financially benefited from Kyrie Irving and others then showed their gratitude by being on ESPN and openly criticizing Kyrie for his decision when it came to the vaccine. You can't make this stuff up. So anyway, I don't know. That's my opinion, at least.